Hi, everybody. This is Melanie from Root to Rise Wellness, and I'm here today because I want to share with you some important work I'm doing both with myself and with clients in my emotional breakthrough consults. So, the old me would typically push away negative emotions and not want to feel them and not sit with them and not give them a voice. And we know that whatever we resist persists, right? So I have, been doing a lot of work on trying to connect with my emotions and give them a voice. And so I use this technique. It's derived from the Focusing Institute, and you can you can Google Focusing Institute and find out more about this technique. I use aspects of it with my clients and with myself. So I'm going to just talk you through something that I was feeling yesterday so you can see what it is and start applying it to your life. And if you need some guidance, I can obviously provide that with my consultations. Okay, so yesterday I was feeling an icky feeling. That's all I knew, that it was an icky feeling around nighttime. And I said to myself, that's strange. What is that feeling? And the word sad came to my mind. So I was feeling this feeling of sad. And so what I did was I closed my eyes and I tried to sense in my body where I was feeling this feeling. So I closed my eyes and I noticed that this feeling was around my heart area. And I said to myself, okay, what does it feel like in my heart area? And I connected with the color green, and green is the heart chakra, so I don't know if that was subconscious or not, but I've connected with the color green, and it felt to me like green vomit, like spewing from my heart. And that is what the feeling, the ick feeling, the feeling of sad was feeling like in my body. So I had my eyes closed, I kept them closed, and I imagined myself sitting next to sad, aka green vomit, and I said hello to it. And then I asked it what it needed, like what it needed to feel. And it spoke to me and it said that it needed a hug, and that it needed to know that it wasn't alone. And focusing or using this technique derived from focusing can bring up sensitive feelings, can bring up a lot of tenderness, which it does with me. And so when I was connecting with it, I imagined myself giving green vomit a hug, and I even did it to myself, And so that something in me that was feeling sad was getting this hug, and I let it know. I spoke to the green vomit and I let it know, right, in my mind, imagining this, that it wasn't alone, that it was okay, that it wasn't alone. And just the act of acknowledging it and giving it a voice and letting it know that it wasn't alone, which is what it needed to hear, what that part of me needed to hear, like lifted some of the sadness, and I felt a little bit of a lifting. So then I connected with what I was feeling at that moment, which I said was a little bit of, a lifting. And then when I was done connecting with this emotion, this something in me, I thanked it, and I turned to it and I thanked it, and I let it know that that I appreciated it for voicing what it needed, and that I would return to this, or I would return to it whenever I needed to. So it's gonna come back, right? These emotions that we feel that may be icky, like they always come back, right? So I let it know that I would meet it again, and thanked it, and And that is just a little tidbit of some techniques that I use with my clients, which is why I call it the emotional breakthrough consultation, because it's really about moving through these uncomfortable feelings. And I pair that with flower essences, which is so powerful because it's the physical act of taking the vibrational energy of a flower. And in my consultations, I come up with a formula, could say, or a combination of flower essences that works directly on whatever it is that you need. So maybe joy in my case would be that feeling that I want more of, right? So then I would figure out what essences bring joy, and I would take that essence, I would say an affirmation, and work with the emotions in the way that I spoke with you about. So if you're interested in learning more, I offer free 15-minute consultations where I can talk to you a little bit more about what it is I do. And thank you so much for allowing me to be vulnerable and sharing this technique that I use with you. I hope that it's helped you, and that you'll be able to meet your emotions and connect with the something in you that feels whatever it feels, because it's really important to give all parts of ourselves a voice. So if you'd like to connect with me, info@roottarisedwellness.org. You could also go to my website, and under bookings, you can book a flower essence or emotional breakthrough consultation where I use these techniques. And the plant lover in me honors the plant lover in you. Thank you so much. Namaste.